Hey y'all, I am down here with the chickens and the birds again today because I have a story to share. First of all, let me see if you guys can see the snow. We have a little bit of a snow coming down, and I have on the big purple jacket. Yes, it's that. All right. So yesterday, when I came, now guys. Well, I guess I'll leave the bird lot before I try to tell you the story. Because the geese were being quiet, eating their dinner. But then they decided, no, let's not make it that easy, Your Honor. Boogers. But yesterday, when I was down here feeding, or letting them out yesterday morning, there's birds. Hi, birds. Hi, darling. Look at his feathers coming in. He says, yes, I'm beautiful, and I know it. My fingers are actually getting numb. I should have worn gloves. I didn't think it was that cold. It's that cold. We are expecting up high. They said that we, above 3,500 feet, we might have as many as 3 to 5 inches of snow. Down here, we're about 2,700 feet where we are. So we might get an inch or two. I'll not complain. I love the snow. But this windy, cold weather, I've got to come down here and take care of the chicken house, the coop, before it gets cold or before it gets dark, because I don't want my birds being uncomfortable tonight. It's windy and it's cold. Boogers. But anyway, yesterday when I came down to let the chickens out, you've seen George be chased out by Chuck because Chuck's a booger. So here they came, both of them running down the ramp. See the snow? Just little spits. Yay. But one of them, their little foot kicked something up off of the ramp, and it went directly in my eye. Directly in my eye. Well, my eye watered, and whatever it was came out. Now, move, guys. Let me in. Move back. Move back. The girls are inside, but the boys like to play outside and dig. Yes, and dig. Dig a hole to China. But, yes, I see you, Bugs. I see you. That's my good boy. But anyway, I thought, well, it'd be all right. I mean, I actually came to the house, found out that we didn't have any. We try to keep a pretty good stocked. Come on. All right. Go on in, guys. Go on in. Yeah, Amy's got to meet everybody at the door. You move. You move. But we try to keep pretty good stocked first aid kit, but it didn't have any wash. So we had all kinds of running that we had to do yesterday, to the co-op and to the Tractor Supply and to the hardware and to the grocery store. And by the time we got home, about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, I started feeling like my eye just wasn't quite right. It felt just a little bit blurry, and it was beginning to feel it wasn't hurting, it was uncomfortable, if that makes sense. So I told Hugh, I said, you know what, I think I want to just go on over to the urgent care, and I needed to go pick up his prescriptions at our Ingles anyway. And so I'm just going to go have him look and see if there's anything needs to be washed out of there. And when I got over there, I thought, no, I'm just going to run upstairs real quick and see if our PA, our doctor's office is in the same building, and see if our PA can just write me a prescription for some antibiotic eye drops. And they said, she would, but actually she's just not allowed to do that. And I said, well, I understand. I guess I'll go downstairs. And I knew it would be it's always 3 hours if you have to go to urgent care, right? Or at least here it is. So went downstairs and it was 3 hours. But they checked to see if I had any scratches in my eye with the orange dye and all that sort of thing. Wrote me a prescription for some antibiotic eye drops that I have to use for 7 days, 4 times a day. And I have to wash my eye with baby shampoo, or both eyes. Now, I'm just using it both eyes. I figure if it ends up being something like pink eye developing, and I guess when you have something like chicken poo in your eye, it can turn into something like pink eye pretty quickly. So yuck. I've never had pink eye, and I don't know that it will turn it. I'm trying my best to keep it from turning into anything. But I'm glad that I went ahead and went to the doctor or to the urgent care and had it taken care of before it developed into anything. But moral of the story, I didn't realize that it was probably prudent to wear safety goggles to the bird lot. Oh my gosh, those birds, they're boogers, and they're just boogers. That's just the truth of it. I have to come down here and look. Chelsea brought my spreader over here yesterday, the seed spreader. She picked up one at Lowe's, and we picked up the seed. But because I was gone all day yesterday, between all the running yesterday and then being at the urgent care and the grocery store and all of that, I didn't get home till well after dark. And this morning had other things going on and have not gotten down here to finish putting it on. But at this point, they're shaped, so all I have to do is just walk through and spread it. And then we'll put the compost on it as time goes. The compost, my goal is just, I'd like for it to protect the seed, to keep the birds from eating it, but also to put a bit of nutrition in the soil over time. But yay, look at that field. That makes me happy, y'all. And we are going to, I talked to Chelsea yesterday, Hewer I-1, as soon as this dries up enough to make this happen, we have decided to take the tractor and the tractor bucket and push these rows right in the middle, push a little pathway about 5 feet wide. I think the bucket's about not quite 5 feet wide maybe, but right down the middle. And that will serve a big purpose for me and Chell, because we won't have to carry buckets so far when we're actually when we're harvesting flowers. But also I think that'd be more beneficial also for people that come to our U-cut. I think it will be good. We'll be giving up a little bit of bed space, but I think the time that it will save, not having to walk all the way to the end of each row, and also just it'll be more pleasant for people that come here to be part of the U-cut. So yeah. All right, y'all, I'm going inside. My hands are numb. Aaron just texted me, it came up on my screen just now, that it's snowing, and I bet it's snowing much harder over there than it is here. They're at a much higher elevation over toward Mount Mitchell. That's the highest point east of the Mississippi. And I bet it's beautiful over there when it snows really pretty. It will be beautiful here if we get a good snow. But I love a pretty snow. So but not too much of it. Just a little bit of a pretty snow. All right, y'all. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Stay warm. Stay dry. Love you much.